Love and light to everyone. I hope you are doing amazing. So I get questioned a lot about this. So I think let's make a video about it where what to expect in a spiritual journey. So I'm going to do 3 parts because it will make sense to divide it into 3 parts. Number 1, part 1. So when you are on a spiritual journey, and a lot of people don't understand this, they fail at this and they get confused and they don't understand. Spiritual journey is consistent of a lot of things. There's positives and there's bad. There's bad. There's good and bad. Polarity, yin and yang. You will get the good and you will get the bad. Now let me tell you. The first part of a spiritual journey, it consists of the following things. You need to commit to the journey. First of all, consistency is very important, which means that whatever you decide to do, whatever rituals that you need to do, praying, pathing, building a relationship with your guides, is a constant commitment that you need to consistently nurture, that you consistently need to show up and do every day of your life. You are not going to be part-time. You are not going to do it once a week or once a month. Consistency is everything in a spiritual journey. That's how you grow. Patience. Be patient with yourself, your ancestors, your spirit guides. You are human. You are going to make mistakes. You are going to do things that you're not supposed to do. But the point obviously would be, once you realize that you've made a mistake, forgive yourself. Accept that you've made a mistake. Then you pick yourself up. You grow, you learn from the mistake, and you move on. Most people get stuck at mistakes and they don't know how to find themselves again. So you are human, you are going to make mistakes. Accept that about yourself and accept that about your journey. Be patient with yourself and your guides. Guides don't communicate all the time. They will communicate according to your pace. If you get stuck at one level, they will get stuck at one level. If you move with grace or simply or smoothly, they will also move according to that. You will not move to another level before you complete another assignment. You need to complete level 1 so that you can move to level 2. That's exactly how it works. Né? Patience. Everything happens slowly qua spirituality. Sacrifice. One thing that people do not understand is that for you to enjoy the benefits of this journey, to see the fruit of your labor, you need to sacrifice certain things, certain people. You are going to be needed or required to leave certain relationships, friendships, sometimes leave your job, change your career, change where you live, move cities, countries, change your lifestyle. It's sacrifice. You need to make a sacrifice. Sometimes for some people, they may need to do rituals. They may need to do traditional or cultural things for them to align with themselves with this journey. Sacrifice. You need to make sacrifices. So the sacrifices that you will need to make. You need to be humble when you are on a spiritual journey. Humble yourself. Arrogance, impatientness, control, ego will not work in this journey, because the same ego will work against you. The same control will work against you. The same impatientness will work against you. So humbleness is the name of the game. Keep an open mind. Most people struggle with this one so much that people get lost, confused, and they get taken advantage of because they are not open-minded. Spirituality is very fluid. You will know something today. Next week it changes. The other month it changes to something else. And another month it changes to something else. Ancestors can change their mind. You can change your mind about specific people and specific places. For an example, you may get yourself a mentor, but you realize that this person is not the person that I thought they were. You are allowed to change your mind. Your ancestors can change their mind according to the person that they've given you. Sometimes they send you to someone because it's about learning a lesson, not because you are supposed to be with them forever. Keep an open mind. Polarity, balance, yin and yang. Be fluid. Be easygoing. Don't be rigid when you are on a spiritual journey. Keep an open mind. Be flexible. Be open to change. Open mind, similarly, be open to change. Things change overnight. You can be here today and be there tomorrow. You can be there tomorrow and be here tomorrow. Keep an open mind and be open to change. Change is scary. Change is instability. Change can change your world, can make your world turn upside down. And most of us hold on to the things that we know, familiarity. But when it comes to spirituality, familiarity is almost non-existent. So you must pick a struggle. Be open to change. Trust the process. Trust the process. Most people don't trust the process. They keep questioning and questioning and questioning and questioning and questioning and questioning. That is why people get stuck. That is why people get confused. That's why people get lost in spirituality, because they don't trust ancestors. They don't trust themselves. They don't trust in God. They don't believe that miracles can happen. Most people are told that there's no God, there's no ancestors, there's no spirit guide. They believe in what other people are saying, but they don't believe in what they can find out by themselves. Most people don't believe that they can get through a spiritual journey. Already when they are spiritual or they're being told that they're spiritual, they get stressed because they don't know how, where, what, when. That's the process. Obedience. Obedience to yourself, to your guides, to God. Be obedient. Listen. Listen. Be receiving. Receive. That's how you learn. Open your mind up to learn. Open yourself up. Open your heart. Open your space. Most people say that they're spiritual or they want to be spiritual, but they are spiritual with their head. But their heart is not in the right place. Hence why they don't dream. They get stuck. They get confused because they are not obedient. Action. Oh, a lot of people are struggling with this one. Action. You dream about a speaker. You take 2 years before you buy the speaker. You dream about a white duke. You take 100 years to go and buy the duke. They tell you to go to the water, or you have a feeling that you need to go to the water, or you get told by a gobela or so and so, say, go to the water, go to the mountain, go to this. People are afraid of waters, of snakes, of what they've been told about this and that and this, or what they've seen on social media. People, action, 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 action. How you grow in spirituality is action. Sorry. You need to do the action. You need to do the action. Action. Pray, but action. Prayer doesn't make miracles happen. Action does. Together, they are unstoppable. Be honest with yourself, your guide. Be honest. Be yourself. If you are weak, be honest. If you are sad, be honest. I know social media says ancestors don't work well with emotions. There's a truth in that, but there's also a disabling factor in it. But the part of it is that you need to be honest with yourself, and you need to be honest with your guides. If you're struggling, you need to say that I'm struggling, and you need to surrender to the struggle so that you can be able to learn how to get out of it, because the more you know it, it won't go away. Last one, sorry. Acceptance. Accept yourself for who you are. Accept your journey for what it is. It doesn't have to be perfect. It never will be perfect. Accept your shortcomings. Accept your insecurities. accept your traumas, accept where you come from, your ancestors, your spirit guides. If they say go become a Sangoma, by all means. If they say become a healer, by all means. If they say Inyanga, prophet, medium, say, what's this, tarot card reader, or both, or a little bit of everything, accept yourself for who you are. Most people are running away from themselves. So what to expect in this journey, what a spiritual journey looks like actually, is this part. So I'm going to do the next part of some of the negatives that you're going to find in spirituality. That's part 2.